Hi, this is the second half of this program. If you haven't watched it yet, please start with the first half called Part 1, New World Order and Mind Control. Let's resume the explanation about mind control techniques and technology. Besides subliminal encoded messages, another technique is to use reverse speech symbolism. Human language has different levels of understanding for the mind. Take any recorded speech and use a device to listen to it a reversed way from the end to the beginning, and you will be surprised to hear some words or short sentences popping up which actually does express what the speaker's state of mind or real message is. Once more, the conscious mind isn't aware of it, but the unconscious mind gets the message. Repeated over and over again is getting close to brainwashing through hypnosis. The mind control technology also uses extremely low frequency, very low frequency, and low frequency. Cell phone networks, TV sets, computers, and satellites are equipped to send these waves. Driving our cars, walking on the streets, we are bombarded with these waves on a regular basis. It can stimulate some part of the human brain, which will affect the hormone production. This can change your emotions, your perception and assessment of a situation. Very low frequencies, around 7 Hz, can have the brain produce a vast range of neurochemicals with various emotional and intellectual responses. Scientists like Blackman and Ross 80 have proven that pulsed wave can alter blood pressure. This wave can also alter ions flow in the human body, like potassium, sodium, and magnesium. Potassium, for example, is a mineral involved in electric and cellular body functions. Ions go through cells and produce microelectric signals which inform the brain of what is going on around us. Once informed, the brain can trigger a reaction like a decision, a body movement, an emotion, or a disease, depending on the kind of information it receives. Moreover, some pulsed wave can modify blood pH or weaken the human immune system. When I told you as an introduction that we are all submitted to mind control messages, I wasn't kidding. You may now start to understand better how it works. Besides, the HAARP, or High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, is the ultimate weapon that the US government is using for different purposes. One of its applications is mind control. HAARP sends the kind of waves I mentioned earlier, and these waves are reflected by some locally modified ionosphere and then redirected and can reach anyone on the surface of the Earth. Let's move to part 3, the mind control purposes and risk. Mind control is a tool which serves the final purpose of a one-world government and a one-world religion. Once again, it ends the point here to give further details about the New World Order, but you can find some information on the internet. So far, they have moved towards this goal. The way they move towards this goal is stealth. The Committee of 300 and its affiliated organization have been reshaping our Western societies in order to create a favorable environment. Over the last century, they moved forward promoting laws, technology, and organization which would lay the ground for their New World Order. Our conception of family, nation, environmental matters, and health policies has been gradually reshaped by them. They mainly have 2 ways to operate. The first way is to create organizations and lobbies which promote their views. For example, the Bilderbergers, whose goal was the construction of the European Union. In their New World Order, the world will be divided in 10 regions. Nations will be merged into supranations. The European Union and the NAFTA Treaty are milestones toward that goal. Globalization and information technologies are other tools. The second way to operate is to artificially create a problem or a crisis and provide the solution. For example, the 911 attacks. This was an inside job which has paved the way to the Patriot Act and 2 wars supported by a large national consensus. In order to manipulate the population, you need to have them confused, distracted, and fearful. 911 was not only a traumatizing event in itself, but it also triggered mind control activation for some people. The war on terror is a hoax. After the attack, some people started to support ideas ideas and policies which they would never have supported before. Others started to feel relentless fear and anxiety about their safety and future. Fear is a very powerful inhibitor. Over the short term, the risks of mind control is to alter mind pattern, create or amplify psychological pathologies, deny real free choice, and ban free will. Over the middle term, the risk is the collapse of the world that we now know. A series of worldwide crises could trigger far more dramatical changes than the 9/11 attacks did. The Committee of 300 controls more money than we could ever imagine. Their goal is absolute and total control on a worldwide scale. They are moving forward in the hidden agenda, and they will not stop until a worldwide dictatorship has been established. As a conclusion, deprogramming is a long process. It starts with the rise of awareness. So get informed and develop a critical mind as much as you can. Question everything. Good luck, and thank you for watching.